Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, Leo. This is a reading for you for the month of April. Now, what am I going to do with you this month? What am I going to do with you this month? I have here two decks. One, the first half of my nose is itching. That means, what does that mean? Usually the palm itching means money. The nose itching means I have an itchy nose. Okay, this is the tarot of the UFOs. That will be the first half of the reading. And the second half will be using the Sacred Feminine Tarot. So I also have the VERA SIBILLA here and my bag of tricks, the runes that I'll be casting. I have some rhodochrosite, manganite. I have stones here, crystals here that you could probably see. Yeah. Maybe if I put it back. All right, so I'm going to take the UFO tarot and let me put my water there. I'm afraid of spilling everything. And lay cards, and let's take a look at that. I'll show you that as soon as I show you those, as soon as I put those down. Bila babu, bila babu. Let's see what's in for store for you. Bila babu, bila babu. Leo, what are you going to do? April for you. One card has fallen out. Let's take the other 5 cards and see what they are. Okay, let me take the glasses. And then we have the first card out is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands. Then we have the Fool card. Then we have the Hermit card. We've got the Ace. Oh, wait, that was the Queen of Wands. This is the Queen of Swords. This is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords. And then we have the Two of Wands. But we have our, hi there. But we have a card that has fallen out first before anything else, Leo. And we've got the King of Coins. Now let's take a look at what's going on here. And as I look, I'll be using my VERA SIBILLA cards. I have to say, you know, you are here, Leo. This Queen of Wands is this fire sign. And it's very clear. And it's as if the month of April is, you know, Leo is going up, up and away. We're not seeing Leo anymore. Up, up and away. You're gone. You're gone. There's the Fool card, and the Fool has a direction of a child and looks at the world with the eyes of a child. So you really are, what can I do first? You know, I have all this time and all this energy. What am I going to do first? Then we've got this energy of the Hermit. And what does it say? And it says to you, look, Leo, that in the middle of the month, you're going to take your oars of, you know, your rowboat. You're going to take your oars, bring them in, and just remain silent. This is mid-month, precisely mid-month. But I'm seeing here that serves you, that alone time serves you. How does it serve you? It serves you because you understand more about yourself, more truths about yourself. What is it? Do you feel, Leo, that it's necessary for you to have a sense of communion with other people? Do you feel, Leo, that it's important for you to feel brotherly love with people around you, that you can count on them no matter what, even if they're not your blood relatives? Do you feel, and these are all questions that are going to go through your mind in the middle of the month and towards the 3rd week. Then we have this card that is the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands does talk about a sort of power struggle, a little bit of a power struggle between you and yourself. You take one stance, and then you take another stance. You take one stance, And then you take another stance and you think to yourself, why can't I be my own devil's advocate? What is stopping me from giving and calling my other self out? And it's as if you know, sort of not implode, but you go into the energy of you yourself, me, myself, and I, as if there were a triad. But remember that what came out, flew out of the deck, was this king of coins. And the king of coins is a very earthy sign, is a person who has their feet on the ground, under the ground almost, it may feel. So what I'm going to do is take the Sibilla and take a look at that hermit, first of all, to see what that is all about. All right, I got it. She's got it. She's got it. All right, we have here il nemico, the male enemy. Dun, 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 dun. Then we've got l'amante, the lover. Dun, 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 dun. And then we've got the young woman, la giovane fanciulla, who is the virgin of the deck. Then you start to think, what is going on? All right, a person, Leo, that you have, I would say, frequented, seen of late, someone who may have, crossed your path, someone you knew in the past, someone who you knew and then saw again and just filled your heart with joy. That occurred, okay, recently. And I'm reading in March, so I'm talking about the March time. When April comes around, you start thinking, geez, I shouldn't have given all of my energy to that person. I shouldn't have been so, you're saying to yourself, I shouldn't have been so generous with my energy and my feelings and my nature and all of the rest. And you start thinking, I should not. That person becomes a friend. From a friend becomes a foe. But in truth, it's a person who wanted to be with you, wanted to see you, has had perhaps limited time, very limited time, but wanted to spend it with you when they could and when they felt that they had the time to do that. Why are we humans, you ask yourself, and you look at yourself and you call yourself out, why we humans, and I'm part of the human race, why do we always do that? There's an expression in Italian, you give them a little and you give them a finger, they take the whole arm. Why do we want more? Why can't we live in the present? And you're thinking to yourself, is it ever going to happen when I can take one step and another step and another step and finally think, well, here I am. I'm enjoying every second of my life. And so these are the musings that are going to take place during the month of April. And what is going to keep you with your feet on the ground is precisely that the king of coins. It's going to make you reason in a way that will truly revolutionize the windmills of your mind and make you walk with one foot after another. I'm going to take the runes and cast them to see what they have to say here. And what am I looking at? What am I looking at? Okay, I'm looking at some interesting things here. A rune was, hidden with my other decks here, and that is Rido. Rido, bright stave. Excuse me, bright stave means right side up. Excuse me. And it tells you that this is a moment where you're going through. This is a rune that tells you this is just one step in the development of Leo, because Leo is going to blossom. He's going to blossom. She's going to blossom in the month of August, when it's Leo's time. July, August, that will be Leo's time. I hope I got that right. And what's interesting is that the runes tell you, yes, absolutely, you had joy. When, this is Wunyo, you had joy when it was your turn and you really liked being with that person, right? You really enjoyed that, didn't you? Well, Remember that it is a give and take. You are not the only person who was so generous and gave everything, your time, your emotions. They too laid the groundwork, so it was possible for you to have this exchange. Everything was done in, if that person didn't exist, you would not have existed in that context. But what do we have then? We've got this other journeying room, AWATS, and AWATS tells you it is going to continue. Do not fuck it up. Don't screw it up. Just calm the mind, because this is an important occurrence that happened recently. What do we have here as well? We've got two runes that are really difficult. One is interesting, easy. Fehu. Fehu talks about abundance. You know, it's coming. It's coming. It's telling you need to operate. You need to work. You need to concentrate on the law of attraction. It also tells you that you need to work. It is work that will take you away from crazy mind games that you play with yourself. 30 sats. 30 sats is like an axe. It's like a hammer. It comes down and says, stop, that's enough. Now you move on and keep doing business as usual. The universe has your back. Interesting, Leo, very interesting. I guess they told you something, a thing or two. So I'm going to pull these up, and the second half of the reading for you, Leo, will be using this Sacred Feminine Tarot, where I'll lay one card for every zodiac sign. And of course, this was for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And I'm going to lay one tarot deck, one tarot card for every zodiac sign. And this will give us an indication of these zodiac signs in relation to you in the month of April. And again, you know, Sun, Moon, Rising. If you know these people, Sun, Moon, and Rising, if I got this right, let me put this. Yeah, I got it right. I got it right. All right. Everyone has asked me, well, you don't seem to mix the cards so much. I clear the cards after each reading, and then I mix them before I go online, and I like to mix them while I'm online. So let's start. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, a fellow Leroy, a fellow Leo, or you yourself, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Now let's take a look at what we have for the Aries, the card that represents the Aries in the month of April for you. And I just want to say, you may not have all of these signs in your life. This is a general reading, so I put them all out just in case you do. So you take what pertains to you and just leave the rest behind. This is the Four of Swords. All right, hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait, Aries. Hurry up and wait. All right, this is a person that will be ephemeral. You know, this is a person that you will not be able to grasp. You will not be able to pin them down the month of April. They have another agenda. They are taking their time, and you have to honor that. So let's go to Taurus. Taurus is represented by the Nine of Cups. La da 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 da. This is the person you want to keep close. They will ground you and they will balance you out. This is a person, again, I'll say it, you want to keep close. This is a person who will do you very good, because there, when you're working with the windmills of your mind, this person just calms you down. Gemini. Gemini is represented by the card of the Ace of Swords. If you need a sparring partner, a person who will tell you like it is, Gemini is the person for the month of January, I was going to say April. Then we have Cancer is represented by the High Priestess. All right, now Cancer in the month of April in relation to you is a person who will be not holier than thou, but holy in the sense that they will not have to say so many words, and they will invite you to not have to say so many words. How does this work? This works that the Cancer person that you may have in your life, friend, relative, companion, family member, will be a person who does not need to say things, but they will communicate very, very clearly. And they will not hide things. They will just have in their mind things that you cannot see, but you will need to imagine and you will need to feel with your gut. That is the Cancer. Now the Leo, a fellow Leo in your life. If you do have a fellow Leo in your life, I have here the Eight of Cups. Now this deck is quite different from a Universal Tarot Rider-Waite deck. And so I'm not going to say that another Leo walks away, because that's not the case with this deck. This is a person who has come a long way emotionally, is not there yet. But, well, because the Aries, where was that? It was the Taurus, was the Nine of Cups. Remember that. And they have come a long way, but they have not understood fully the emotional state that governs them at times. What is it about their emotions that influences their entire being, their entire existing, their entire life? Now, if it pertains to you, this exactly fits the bill for you in the month of April, because it is a moment where you are grappling with your emotions in relation to a group of people, some person, one person, 10,000 people, but more than anything, it's with yourself. It has nothing to do with the people around you. It has something to do with yourself, how you deal with your emotions. And we're not there yet. This is why I'm saying the Taurus person would serve you very, very well. Now we're going to Virgo. Virgo is the card of the Devil. Now, when the Devil comes out, what I do is like to take another card out from under the deck, and I've got the Two of Cups. Boy, is that sexy. All right, the Devil here, the Virgo is the Virgo that you know in the month of April, or that you meet, or that you have in your life, is one hot tamale, male or female. They're really somebody who wets your whistle. They really get your gumption going. They really make your blood boil in a good way, Now we're going to Libra. The card that represents Leo in this Libra in the month of April is the Ace of Cups. It's easy for me as a tarot reader to say, look, Leo, you're going to fall in love with a Libra. I don't believe that, because there are other people around here that are just as important. But there's the stirring. They will be giving you something. This is something being brought to you by a Libra. They're going to offer you something. For example, they're going to offer you a tip. You're from the financial sector, from the financial field. Oh, the other day I was talking to a friend of mine. I'll put you two into contact, because she does the same kind of work, blah, 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 blah. And they give you something in the month of April. Then we have the Scorpio. The Scorpio is represented by the Sun. You don't get much better than that, except for the Nine of Cups. The Sun here. These are people you want to keep close. You want to keep the Taurus close. You want to keep that hot tamale Virgo. You want to keep the Libra close. And this Scorpio is just a person who will bring you light and really will illuminate your path. Then we have the Sagittarius is represented here by the Chariot. By the Chariot, things are moving. This is a person who can be a partner in crime with you if you want to travel together. It's a person who can even show you the way, who can even indicate a route, a path that you have not considered before. An interesting person, this Sagittarius, a person who is ready to move, to go, to show you, and a very pragmatic person, but at the same time, person that may be in your life. And this is the Nine of Swords. Now here we have a different kind of energy for you in that month of April. This is a person for the month of April, just in the month of April, who may be full of fears and will likely cause you to be fearful for some reason. So if you have some kind of thing on your mind, some kind of topic on your mind, something you need to talk about, it may be well to avoid